Small recap. Just again, reminding you, we will do mostly reading somebody else's code and trying to understand it and then do refactoring, right? That is one important step. And we have a lot of different, some good things. Let me try to find that one. And we don't want to do automated refactoring. A full with a tool is still a full. We would like to do manually. And if things working fine, that's great. And we add unit tests, right? Before doing anything we will do. And another thing is small steps. We do everything in small steps. Don't do big changes. And we like this quote: I am a slow walker, but I never walk backwards. That is good. Because in software engineering we want to do that, otherwise we may lose hours, maybe days, maybe weeks. So if you try to move large steps, so we always test. So last time what we have done is we did extracting a method. So that is the extract method refactoring we have done, and it worked fine. At first we had a problem because of this variable we use integer as, and then that caused a problem. So moving on to the next step. So when we look at the code that we just extracted, I am not particularly happy with the names because it doesn't say what they are directly. So we would like to do rename variable refactoring. You may say, these are so simple things. Why you are emphasizing all these things? But these are very important. That is our art, right? When a person making let's say the bathroom and using tiles, if one tile is a little bit above the other one, it is not arranged nicely, and that is gonna bother them, right? That person is not gonna feel happy. Or they install a faucet, but the next side of the tile is broken and behind the tile is seen. Oh, that's not a good job. Maybe from the perspective of outsider, maybe it's okay. They don't care if you are just visiting a hotel and then just staying one night and you don't care. But if you are living in that house and you're gonna see that one, it's gonna bother you. That's why I'm emphasizing all these refactorings are important, and we are building small these changes and making perfect. Not perfect, actually. Perfect is the enemy of good, right? Making better. So because we can, when you say perfect, we cannot make it perfect, more perfect, right? So we can make always better. So change several variables names in the new method to better reflect their purpose. So that's our job. Once we're done the renaming, I compile and test, ensure I haven't broken anything. So we can keep and follow this one, or we can change the name the way we want. So let's go back to our code. Here it is. So when you look at this each, when I read in the code, this is not giving me anything. What is this each? I can use rental if I want. So I can just come here. I don't want to do this, right click. This is very intimidating, right? And refactor and rename. I can do it all at once. But for now, I'm gonna do it myself. And this is called rental. I can use lowercase rental and things should be fine. And when I do that, I can see this underscore over here, rental. So I understand there is something wrong with this code. So all is fine. And this is the first renaming, and run. Cool. This is working. I don't need to look at and then, test with this one. Is it running? Just go ahead, Java application, and check things with my eyes. And no, I can do unit tests. So close this and customer unit test. And I just run as unit test. And here it is. Everything is perfect. So going back to here, this method we just extracted. This amount, I don't know what is this amount. If you look at this amount is actually the price, right? What was the recommended thing? This amount, result. I don't like it actually. Both of them. Maybe we can say the cost, right? I'm just making up. Maybe just I will say cost at this time instead of this amount. Or because we are getting the cost, and these are dollars actually. Or price. I can use price, but there's a price code also we can use, but the price better looks like. I'm gonna say price, price, price. All this amount's gonna be price, price, and this has to be compilable. So when I run and there is an error, right? Proceed. So it's not working. Price and run. Now everything is green. This is perfect. So we did a renaming. So let's look at here. Okay, we are now a little bit moving away from the slides, and they use a rental, a result. Also, result is not making me happy because when I'm reading, this is what is the result? Is it price? Is it frequent render points? Or what is this? So we compile and test. We did small steps, right? So let's learn one more tip. Writing good code. Any fool can write code that a computer can understand. This is my favorite code. Good programmers write code that humans can understand. When you look at the computer actually shreds everything into the one and zeros, right? It is all making this. So we are writing code for us, not for computers. So because we will be reading and reprocessing it, so our code should be read like a well-written article, okay? Now, of course, this is a little bit better, but amount for also not a good name because it is not a verb at first. I don't know what is amount for means. So we can work on that also, but we don't need to do everything at once. We will do by improving and knowing the domain and finding better description, better words. So do you feel that the new method is in the correct class? So this is our next question. So when you look at here, amount for function, is it belong to customer? Customer should calculate this, or we have better candidates over here. Is it rentals job? Is it movies job? And we will decide that, but we can improve always step by step. That is our next question to tackle. So this I'm leaving this with you. Do you feel that the new method is not in the correct class? Consider it.